As promised, here is the 1970s York Champion 4 Tombstone central air conditioner running. And unlike those two in Maine last summer, this one's actually fully functional. It's not having any problems. And the condenser coil, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but on the units in Maine, the condenser coil was like getting abnormally hot. This one, I mean, it's warm, but it's kind of hot, but it's not anywhere near as hot as the condenser coils on the ones up in Maine. And I just got a text message. There's the line set. And it literally, it was off when I pulled into the driveway, and it turned on right before I got out of the truck. So I missed that there. I don't feel like bugging the guy to turn it off and start it up again, so sorry. Maybe I'll get a video of it starting up and shutting down some other time. I care more about getting a video of it just flat out running. Yeah, it's actually shaking. Look at that old bastard run. And the air's actually coming out the condenser. And as you can see, the line set is very cold and sweaty. And this thing is meticulously maintained on a yearly basis, so everything's in working order, and the owner of the house told me that the tech is just continues to be amazed every time he comes by to service it every year, and it's still chugging along. And compared to other parts of the country, the weather in southeastern Pennsylvania really isn't that extreme. I mean, during the summer, on average, it's in the mid to high 80s during the day. There are, at least once during the summer, we'll get more than a few days of 90-degree plus heat, but typically it's in the high 80s at the warmest. Occasionally, usually we'll have one heat wave a summer. And then there will be little spells of like 1, 2, 3 day heat waves like this. Like it's going to be even hotter tomorrow than it is now. And I'd say again, it's easily mid-90s. Maybe even closer to 100 right now. It's early afternoon, midday, whatever you want to call it. And this design is inefficient as hell. It looks cool, but it's just inefficient as hell. With the dual fans, like the air's being discharged more out the top than out the sides. Yeah, there's the compressor. And I believe, if I remember correctly, this house actually has forced air heat. So this is matched up with a old gas furnace. I don't know if it's as old as this though. I think when it comes to getting the most efficiency out of your system, I don't think air conditioners are as big a deal as furnaces. I mean, an air conditioner, as long as it keeps the house at least the low 70s and doesn't cost too much to run, I don't think it's a big deal. Now, a furnace is a bigger deal because if it's less than 90%, I don't think it's efficient enough, and you're putting most of your money and heat up the chimney as opposed to heating the house. You're putting a good portion of your money and your heat up the chimney. So I think an efficient furnace is more important than an efficient air conditioner or boiler. And this battery's nearing the end of its life, and nearing the end of its charge right now. And cold weather had this same effect on my camera, where it would make it run slow, but more time was counting that was going by than I'd originally thought. Like, it seemed to be going by really, really slow. Let me start again. Basically, in cold weather, what my camera would do is it would have an effect on the time counter, and it would seem like not that much time had gone by, but it was just making the clock run really slow. And when I uploaded the video was longer than the cold weather made it seem. And I think the hot weather is having a similar effect on my camera right now, because it's a black camera, it's attracting heat. And I think it's running a little slower than it probably should be. But yeah, I just wanted to get a video of this old bastard running. It sucks there's no data sheet on this thing anymore. It's long gone, as you can see. And I felt the air coming out of the house, the cold air coming out of the house when I was talking to the owner. This thing works great. It's nowhere near as efficient as anything made even in the early 90s, but it works. It definitely works. All right. All right. So this has been a 1970s, not sure of the exact year, but I'm just going to say a mid-1970s York Champion 4 Tombstone central air conditioner running on an extremely hot June day. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Out.
This has been a Stamped Octagon production.